Hi everyone, welcome to the video today on drivinglessonscork.ie. This is Kevin White, and today now we want to talk about, in this video, driving test mentality. Some people might think this is a strange topic to be talking about as regards driving, but I do think it's worth a few minutes of a video to talk about this topic. Now, so let's say one's prepared very well for the driving test coming up. They've got the date for the driving test, and that really focuses one's mind on driving. The fact that your driving test date, you've got it, and your test is coming up soon, really focuses one's mind. One reads up on as much material as they can about the driving test. One does a few driving lessons to prepare well for the driving test. Maybe practice on the driving test routes with your driving instructor and with whoever else is giving you some help with the driving lessons. Maybe your sponsor. Now, as far as I'd be concerned, it's a key thing, the mentality one has coming into the driving test. One should have a positive mentality going into the driving test to learn as much as they can before the test, learn from the test after they've finished it, whether they pass it or they fail it. Now, naturally, people are going to be a little bit nervous during the driving test, but hopefully they won't be too nervous, because I have seen people affected in the driving test by being too nervous. They do things they normally wouldn't do, and they're only kind of upset with themselves afterwards, after the test. So, go into the test, generally I would say to people, with the attitude that you're actually going to do the best you can. And whatever happens, happens. But as far as you're concerned, you're going into the test with the attitude that you're going to do the best you can, and you have to take what happens then. You know, that's the size of it. You're going to try and grab the opportunity to get your full driving license literally with your own two hands. Some people, as they're driving around in the driving test, they second guess themselves. But really and truly in the driving test, everything should be either black or white. There should be no grey areas involved in anything one does during the driving test. Again, you know, to help prepare oneself for the driving test again, especially if it's going to be your first driving test, I would always advise at least one mock driving test would be done with your driving instructor. I often find that people doing driving lessons get into kind of a mode where they're told where to go, like you would be in the driving test, and you're kind of told what you should be doing. But in the driving test, you're not told the latter. You're told the former, where to go, but you're not told the latter as to what to be doing and what lanes to get into. So to get into the proper preparatory mode for the driving test, I suppose I would definitely recommend that some people do a mock test with their driving instructor. Even if one doesn't pass the test on the first day, again, go with a positive attitude for the next test that you do. That you've learned a lot from the first test, even though you mightn't have passed it on the day, and do the best you can. Again, for the second test. You know, I know a person once, and this person, they were as nervous as hell the Monday prior to the driving test on the following Friday. So this person told themselves, right, now get a grip, get a grip here. It's only a driving test. I'm going to do the best I can in the day. And that's all I can do. And this person kept telling themselves that all week. And they were actually calm on the day of the test. You know, calm, focused for the driving test. And they did very well on the driving test. They passed it on their first attempt. Because they did their work, preparatory work, they did their mock driving test, and they read up all they could in the driving test, they did their practice, and they got their head right for the day. Okay? To go in again and do the best they could on the day and take what happens. That's all we can do. That's all we can do, folks. I know of a lady once, she came to me and she said she'd failed 6 times. Now, this person was a good driver, but unfortunately, she was getting into a bit of a rut with the driving test. It can happen. The driving test, as I tell people, folks, is very clinical. You know, so you need to be clinical in what you're doing on the day. It's either black or white what you do, and don't be second guessing yourself, as I have said already. So, folks, that's it. I just wanted to go through those couple of things with you, folks. Hopefully, they can, you know, you'll find those things helpful. If you like the video, please do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We like the people joining our channel. We like to help people along, you see, with their driving as best we can. If you have any questions or queries, please do drop them into the comments below this video, and we'll try and get back to your comments or questions as soon as we can. So, folks, until the next time, thanks for watching this video. Bye for now.